I'm Teacher Shaira. Glad you're here. You know, this is really exciting. The summer is over and the weather is starting to get cold. I plan to go to the market this Friday. It's going to rain all day. Oh, wait. That doesn't make sense. I know how we can improve this class. Transition words. So stick around and let's see how we can use transition words to make the relationship between these ideas clear. Let's go back to those ideas at the start. Did I want to go to the market because it's supposed to rain? Or did I want to go but it's supposed to rain? The relationship between these ideas is ambiguous. I could be saying two different things. To make the relationship clear, we can use transition or transition words or transition signals. In this case, I could say this. I wanted to go to the market this Friday, but it's supposed to rain all day. But is a transition word. It shows that there's a relationship of conflict or contradiction between these two ideas. This also works. I wanted to go to the market this Friday, however, it's supposed to rain all day. How about this? Although I wanted to go to the market this Friday, it's supposed to rain all day. I could even say this. I wanted to go to the market this Friday, period, then I will introduce the conflicting idea. Nevertheless, it's supposed to rain all day. All these sentences express the same thing, but why are there so many ways of expressing the same thing though? Let's say you're writing a long paragraph and you want to express an opposition between several ideas. You don't want to repeat yourself saying but everywhere. No problem. You can choose from among many transition words that express the same thing and avoid repetition. Well, transition words or transition signals show the relationship between ideas and are used to link words, phrases, or sentences. They help the reader to progress from one idea to the next idea. Thus, they help to build up coherent relationships within the text. But aren't there many possible relationships? Yes, and there's a transition word for each of these relationships. Now, let's connect these ideas using transition words that show their relationship and to make it coherent. When we see photos of rare kinds of snakes, we are struck by its beauty. Some snakes are poisonous and very deadly for humans. A person cannot survive more than a few seconds if bitten. Poisonous snake's venom can be dangerous for the circulatory system, nervous system, or muscular system and causes death. Snakes can be anywhere and impossible for the humans to survive if not vigilant and careful to the surroundings, especially in forest-like places. This is confusing. Let's see. The first statement is very positive, but the second statement is actually negative. So there's a contradiction. Easy. We just saw this type of relationship. The next idea, is an example of how deadly snakes can be for humans. How about this? Good. The next idea, that's another example of how deadly snakes are. You're just adding this to the first. The relationship is addition. Good. Now, it's clear we have an example. Then, another example is added here. The last idea, this idea shows the consequences of all of the above information. So, how about this? Perfect. Do you see how these transition words work? You get ideas that are related and use transition words to connect the ideas and show what the relationship is between them. Transition words are very useful in writing. They help to make your ideas flow between sentences and between paragraphs. Let's say your next paragraph was, scientists have come up with an idea to protect humans from poisonous snakes and so forth. Well, the first paragraph says snakes are very deadly and harmful for humans. This next paragraph is actually saying it's not all bad news. We can use a transition here to connect paragraphs. This shows the contrast between all of the first paragraph and the second paragraph. Now, when you read class, it's very important to pay attention to transition words very closely. This way, you will understand not only the ideas themselves, but how these ideas are connected. Since you have learned about transition words, evaluate yourselves by answering these questions. Good luck! Now, we have learned the use and importance of transition words. They sew our paragraphs together, making our writing flow better and connecting one idea to the next. And it is important to make sure that this will fall naturally into your composition. I hope this video over transition signals was helpful for you. I wish you a great day. Thank you, class. Goodbye.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako si Binibining Macni Chocolano, ang inyong magiging guro para sa aralin na ito. Sa aralin na ito, ating tatalakayin ang implikasyon ng kapaligiran pisikal sa pamumuhay ng mga Asyano noon at ngayon. Bago natin simulan ang talakayan, mayroon akong isang katanungan. Naniniwala ka ba na ang tao ay binayaan na masaganang kapaligiran? Kung oo ay tama ka. Dahil ang lahat ng nasa kapaligiran, tulad ng dagat, bundok, hayop, halaman, prutas, at mga mineral, ay mga likas na yaman na siyang pinagkukuhaan ng mga pangangailangan ng tao mula pa man noon hanggang ngayon. Pangingisda, pagtatanim, pagsasaka, pagmimina ay isa sa mga karaniwang hanapbuhay ng mga Asyano noon. Kung mapapansin mo, ang mga hanapbuhay na ito ay may kinalaman sa ating likas na yaman at ito ay naangkop sa kanilang kapaligiran. Halimbawa na lamang na pagsasaka. Ito ang karaniwang hanapbuhay kung ang tao ay naninirahan sa kapatagan, kung sa baybaying dagat naman ay pangingisda. Simulan na natin tuklasin ang implikasyon ng kapaligiran pisikal sa pamumuhay ng mga Asyano. Ano nga ba ang implikasyon? Ito ang maihinuhang magiging resulta o epekto ng ugnayan ng tao at kapaligiran. Malaki-laki ang natulong ng likas na yaman sa pag-unlad na pamumuhay ng mga Asyano. Sa likas na yaman, kumukuha ang mga tao upang matugunan ang pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan ng mga tao. Narito ang mga aspeto sa implikasyon ng likas na yaman sa pamumuhay ng mga Asyano, ang agrikultura, ekonomiya, panahanan at kultura. Ang unang aspeto ay ang agrikultura. Ito ay sektor ng lipunan na kung saan nakapaloob dito ang pagpaparami ng hayop, halaman at hilaw na materyales upang mapagkunan ng pagkain. Dumako naman tayo sa pangalawang aspeto, ang ekonomiya. Ito ay kalipulan ng mga gawain ng tao, pamayanan, institusyon na may kinalaman sa pamamahagi, pagkonsumo, palitan at paglikha ng mga produkto at serbisyo. Ngayon, alam na natin ang dalawang aspeto sa implikasyon ng kapaligiran pisikal sa pamumuhay ng mga Asyano noon at ngayon, inaasahan ko na may natutunan kayo sa ating talakayin at magkaroon ng kaalaman patungkol sa ating likas na yaman kung paano ito nakakatulong sa ating pamumuhay. Abangan sa susunod na talakayin ang dalawa pang aspeto ng implikasyon ng kapaligiran pisikal sa pamumuhay ng mga Asyano noon at ngayon na ituturo ni Binibining Gemaline Larong.
Magandang araw sa aking mga tagapakinig. Ako nga pala si Binibining Generos Almodovar mula sa Claysaking College of Science and Technology at nag-aaral sa kursong edukasyon. Ngayong araw, ako ang inyong magsisilbing guro sa Araling Panlipunan. Halina't makinig at matuto sa loob ng 5 minuto. Nakikita niyo ba ang mga larawan na ito? Ano ba ang inyong napapansin? Meron tayo ditong mapa, iba't ibang uri ng klima, at isang kompas na tumutukoy sa kinaroroonan ng isang lugar. Ang mga ito ay magiging bahagi ng ating aralin. Ating tatalakayin ang ugnayan ng tao at kapaligiran sa paghubog ng kabiasnang Asyano. Ano ba ang kontinente? Ang kontinente ang pinakamalaking masa ng lupa na matatagpuan sa daigdig. Alam niyo ba na maaari doon nagmula ang lahat ng kontinente sa isang supercontinent na kung tawagin ay Pangaea? Ito ang ipinapaliwanag ng continental drift theory na kung saan unti-unti nagkahiwa-hiwalay ang Pangaea na may 200 milyong taon na ang nakalipas. Ang plate tectonic theory naman ay ang teorya na nagpapaliwanag ng unti-unting paghihiwalay ng supercontinent o mas kilalang Pangaea. Ating alamin naman kung ano ba ang Asya. Ang Asya, sa salitang Aegean na Asis, na ang ibig sabihin nito ay maputik. Sa salitang Sinetic naman ay aso na ang ibig sabihin ay pagsikat o liwanag. Ang Asya ang pinakamalaking kontinente sa buong daigdig at halos may 1/3 bahagi ng kabuuang lupain sa buong daigdig na humigit kumulang sa 49,694,700 kilometro kwadrado. Sagana sa likas na yaman ang Asya o sagana sa kapaligiran katulad ng kabundukan, dagat, halaman, hayop, at iba pa. Dito kumukuha ng ikabubuhay ang mga taong na nasa Asya. Natutukoy natin ang lokasyon ng isang bansa batay sa tatlong pamamaraan. Una, lokasyong bisinal. Pangalawa, lokasyong insular. Pangatlo, lokasyong absolute. Ngayon, alamin natin kung ano ang lokasyong bisinal. Lokasyong bisinal. Binabati natin ang lokasyon ng isang lugar sa mga kalapit na bansa at mga pangunahin na anyong lupa na nagsisilbing hangganan ng bawat lugar. Ang Asya ay matatagpuan sa hilagang-silangan ng Africa, silangan ng Europe, nasa gawing kanluran naman ito ng Pacific Ocean. Pag sinabing lokasyong insular, batay naman ito sa mga nakapalibot na anyong tubig sa bansa o lugar. Ang Asya ay napapalibutan ng napakaraming uri ng anyong tubig tulad ng karagatang Pasipiko na pinakamalawak na karagatan sa mundo. Pag sinabing lokasyong absolute, nakabatay sa degree ng latitude at longitude. Tandaan, ang sakop ng Asya ay mula sa 10 degree timog hanggang 90 degree hilagang latitude at mula 11 degree hanggang 175 degree silangang longitude. At dito na nagtatapos ang ating aralin. Maraming salamat!
Hi learners, this is Teacher Blessy. And before we proceed to our lesson, I would like to ask you some questions. We all know that a lot of things establishes connection with each other. Honey's is for bees, flowers are for butterflies. Amazing, isn't it? Each and everything of us around us have their own connection. In fact, we also have it in our English structure. This is called an analogy. Well, if you want to learn more about it, I would gladly welcome you to the wonders of analogy. Let us first define analogy. An analogy is a comparison between two things that are usually thought to be different from each other, but have some similarities. Like what I said earlier, honey is for bees and flowers are for butterflies. These are examples of analogy. Another example for that is dog is to puppy as cat is to kitten. So for shortcuts, you can also write it with the example below. The next part is I will be teaching you on how to solve an analogy. The first one is ask yourself, what is the relationship between the two words? For example, scales are to fish as feathers are to blank. What is the relationship between scales and fish? The second step is to make a sentence with the first pair. Scales are a body part of fish. So we can see here in the examples that scales and fish are a pair. So we used scales and fish in a sentence. The third step is make a matching sentence with the second pair. Feathers are a body part of what animal? Now ask yourself, what animal has feathers? Do you have any idea? Well, if you thought of a bird, well, you are correct. The answer is bird. Feathers are a body part of a bird. The fourth step is complete the analogy. Scales are to fish as feathers are to birds. Looking at the steps, do you now know how to solve an analogy? Well, if you do, let's have a practice. Pen is for otter, as to brush is for... You are correct. Brush is for painter. Happy is to sad, as hat is to... That's right, you got it. Hot is to cold. The last one is music is to listen, as TV is to... You got it right again. TV is to watch. There are also types of relationships in analogy. So the first one is synonym. An example for this is happy is to joyful, as sad is to depressed. We also have antonym. Inflation is to deflation, as frail is to strong. We also have characteristic. Tropical is to hot, as polar is to cold. Then next is the part or whole. Finger is to hand, as petal is to flower. The next one is degree. Mist is to fog, as drizzle is to tropical storm. The next one is type. Golden retriever is to dog, as salmon is to fish. The next one is tool or worker. Pen is to writer, as voice is to singer. The next one is action or object. Fly is to airplane as drive is to car. The next one is item or purpose. Knife is to cut as ruler is to measure. That is all for our lesson for today. I hope you learned something from analogy. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!
Maybe you were asking yourself if, when, or how do we use past perfect tenses? Or is there any patterns that we need to follow? Hi everyone! It's nice to see you again. So for today's topic, you are going to learn about the simple past and past perfect tenses. So grab your notes and join me as we explore the world of tenses. This is Christine Jane, your instructor for today. Let us first have a trivia. Did you know that past perfect tense is also called as perfective tense? When do we use past and past perfect tenses? Apparently, we use these when we are talking about the past or any situations happens in the past. Going back to our main topic, let us first define simple past and past perfect tenses. What is simple past tense? Simple past tense is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happened or existed before. Let's have this as an example. Ashley joined a hula hoop contest. Austin won the gold medal. Ashley called an ambulance. The simple past tense is usually formed by adding the, ed, or ied to the base form of the verb. However, in English, there are many irregular verbs that take on a completely different form in past tense. Let us proceed to past perfect tenses. What is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense is a verb tense used to talk about actions that were completed before some point in the past. Let's have this as an example. Rana knew Surigao Island so well because she had visited the island several times. The plane had left by the time I got to the airport. Azalea had wanted to see the movie but she did not have money for the ticket. While informing the past perfect tense, we use the past tense of the verb to have, which is to had, and add it in a past participle of the main verb. In summary of our discussion, the tenses are the most important part of English language. If you wish to write a correct sentence or to say anything to anyone, you need to express the idea in the right form of tenses. This is why it is important for us to know the difference between the simple past tense and the past perfect tenses. I hope that you learned something about our discussion. So again, this is Christine Jane. Thank you for watching this video.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop.
On today's list have the highest VEI.
I'm gonna work harder.
as well as Happy 21st Founding Anniversary, Christ the King College, Science and Technology. I am Gabriel Ernest Monte Obregon from STEM 11-1A-1. And my topic for today is all about natural disasters. Natural disasters is a major adverse event resulting from unnatural processes of the earth. It is a serious disruption occurring a short or long period of time that causes widespread human, material, environmental, or economic loss, which exceeds the affected community or society to cope its own resources. There are 5 types of natural disasters: the geophysical disaster, hydrological disaster, climatological disaster, meteorological disaster, and lastly, biological disaster. In geophysical disaster, it came from the word geo, means earth. It is usually the sense of ground or land. This disaster is brought by tectonic or seismic activity below the Earth's surface. The example of these are earthquakes, landslides, tsunamis, and volcanic activity. On May 22, 1960 was the most powerful earthquake. Let's watch this. The 1960 Valdivia earthquake was the most powerful earthquake in Chile. The record placed it at 9.4 to 9.6 magnitude. The resulting tsunamis affected Hawaii, Japan, Philippines, New Zealand, Australia, and Aleutian Islands. The tsunami waves as high as 10.7 meters or 35 feet, between 1,000 to 6,000 was killed. In hydrological disasters, it came from the word hydro, means water. This disaster is a violent, sharp, and harmful amendment either in a quality of Earth's water or movement of water ashore below the surface or in the atmosphere. The example of this disaster are avalanche and flood. In 1927 was the Great Mississippi Flood. Let's watch this. The Great Mississippi Flood of 1927 was the most destructive river flood in the history, caused by heavy rainfall in United States, in depths of up to 30 feet or 9 meters high of flood. The next type of disaster is the climatological disaster. This disaster may be hot or cold temperatures, droughts, and wildfires. And here are the videos. Watch this. In the first 7 months of 2020, more than 13,000 square kilometers or 5,019 square miles of the Brazilian Amazon was burned. That's more than 8 times the size of London. Every year, the number of fires in the Amazon region rises during April to September dry season. And the next type of disaster is common here in the Philippines, the meteorological disaster. This disaster are caused by extreme weather and destructive to the environment related to or affecting the Earth's atmosphere. The example of this disaster are the cyclones and storm surge. Lately, in 1979, was the most massive storm ever, the Typhoon Tip. Let's watch this video. Typhoon Tip, known as the largest and most intense tropical cyclone ever recorded, sustained winds of 305 kilometers per hour, located in Pohnpei, Micronesia. The current disaster that we are facing right now is the last type of disaster, the biological disaster. This disaster is caused by an enormous spread of a certain kind of living organism that may cause or spread a disease, viruses, and epidemics. The example of these are the animal and insect plagues, cholera, disease epidemics, and COVID-19 pandemic. And let's watch this video. There's no sure way to prevent the spread of disease during an outbreak, epidemic, or pandemic. It might take scientists a long time to make a vaccine, but it's easier to make specific vaccines more quickly now than it was several years ago. Only a vaccine is ready. People and groups who are more likely to become ill will get it first. We people must be responsible and follow the protocols of the government to slow the spread of any pandemic diseases. Thank you for watching. If you learned from this video, please like and share for more updates. Once again, I am Gabriel Ernest Monteobregon from STEM 11. Have a good day and happy 21st founding anniversary CKCST. Thank you. Bye.
From being an online seller, you can be marketing manager, sales representative, account manager,
lead manager, retail manager, business development executive, and more. If you want to learn about it, don't skip the video.
stay and watch.
Hi, I'm Catherine Estera.
And I am Micaela Joan Ramos. We are from Christ the King College of Science and Technology. And today, we will discuss to you guys the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration degree. Did you know, selling provides opportunity to work with other people?
Selling solves problems and fulfills needs.
Selling provides a path for upward mobility.
Selling is psychological high.
And when you sell something, that is business.
Enable for you to grow in that kind of field, you must study business. Studying business can help you build skills that are useful in any profession field, such as competencies in analysis, finance, planning, and strategy. You also develop the ability to present different kinds of information clearly and logically. What is Business Administration degree?
BSBA degree is designed to provide the students with a strong academic foundations in core business functions,
including general business administration, accounting, finance, project management, information technology, human resources, marketing, international business, logistics, and organizational behavior. A business administration curriculum is designed to teach students how to plan strategically to create organizational value and master financial principles. In addition, students will have the opportunity to learn how to lead projects across all areas of business. Coursework is typically designed to align with real-world business scenarios taught from an industry-relevant perspective.
Did you know that the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration program offers a wide range of specialist majors?
Some of them are financial management,
Marketing management,
human resources management,
and operation management.
What are those?
Financial management means planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and financial activities, such as procurement and utilization of funds of the enterprise.
Marketing management identifies market opportunity and comes out with an appropriate strategy for exploring those opportunities profitably.
Human resource management is the process of employing people, training them, compensating them, developing policies relating to the workplace, and developing strategies to retain employees.
Operation management is chiefly concerned with the planning, organizing, supervising in the context of production, manufacturing of the provision of services. As such, it is delivery focused, ensuring that an organization successfully turns inputs to outputs in an efficient manner. So why choose BSBA?
First, lots of jobs opportunities.
Business courses introduce you to marketing, human resources, accounting, ICT, and customer care. Every organization needs people who have these skills.
Second is increases your confidence.
Business courses are all about developing your internal skills so that you feel more confident dealing with people in the workplace.
Third is prepares you
for the modern office.
You will learn how to use the most up-to-date ICT Microsoft packages. If you have great ICT skills, you will be immediately effective in the workplace.
Fourth is become a great team player.
It's all about the team. In our collaborative learning environment, you will learn to work as a team, how to get the best out of your team, and discover what are your role in the team.
Fifth is learn to deliver exceptional customer service.
For business success, you need to understand your customer needs and deliver a service that exceeds their expectations. A business course will show you how to achieve this.
So you can exploit your creativity. Have you got good ideas? Are you innovative?
Are you a detail-oriented person? A business career gives you opportunities to make a real impact by tapping into your creative side.
Because you are a people person, you like to talk, discuss, debate, negotiate, but most of all, you feel like your contribution is helping. You want to be self-employed?
A business course can help you achieve the knowledge and skills you will need to manage your own business. Stop dreaming and start believing in yourself. You can make this happen.
Always remember that a degree in business administration can help you develop leadership skills.
Not only do you learn the fundamentals of business, including finance, operations, human resources, and marketing, but you learn how to lead and motivate people, communicate effectively, and think critically.
And we want you to know that when you're into something you really want, you will never get bored. Everything will be an adventure and a challenge to pursue. Thank you for watching. Till next time.